Welcome back to Yesterday Today, the most informative few minutes in American politics. November 29th of 2025 marked the 88th day of Trump's unauthorized Caribbean war, as that dog that hasn't barked announced that he intends to issue a presidential pardon to the former president of Honduras, Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was convicted last June of drug trafficking and conspiracy to import cocaine into the United States, clarifying conclusively that Trump and his illegitimate administration's animosity toward Venezuela has absolutely nothing to do with drug trafficking or the safety of American citizens. He also posted a message to his own personal nightmarish pit of propaganda, specifically advising all of the airlines, pilots, drug dealers, and human traffickers that follow and subscribe to his account to consider the airspace above and surrounding Venezuela to be closed in its entirety, despite the United States lacking any authority whatsoever to declare the airspace of another sovereign nation to be closed. Following the murder of Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom by a solitary gunman who had worked with the Central Intelligence Agency before his asylum request had been granted by Trump's own Department of Homeland Security just 7 months ago, West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey issued a proclamation ordering state flags to be flown at half-staff in her honor. No federal proclamation has yet been made by Trump or his illegitimate administration to the same effect, despite the American flag having been flown at half-staff at the White House, all public buildings and grounds, all military posts and naval stations throughout the United States and its territories, following the public perforation of regressive YouTuber Charles James Kirk. We mentioned in yesterday's episode that Trump accused Minnesota Governor Tim Walz of being, and we stress again that this is an actual quote, seriously retarded. But it turned out that when we attempted to upload the transcript for yesterday's episode to our database, we got flagged for violation of terms of use because slurs are not allowed, meaning that the incoherent rapist currently squatting in what's left of the White House is saying things that are so objectively terrible that we, in turn, are being censured for simply quoting his direct and unaltered words. Indiana State Senator Mike Bohachik, however, announced that Trump's, quote, insulting and derogatory references and his choices of words have consequences, one of which is that Bohachik, a member of the Republican Party, will be, quote, voting no on redistricting measures that Trump has been pressuring him to approve because they're intended to gerrymander the state for the benefit of Republican candidates, suggesting instead that Trump, quote, can use the next 10 months to convince voters that his policies and behaviors deserve a congressional majority. And that was Yesterday Today. Tune into our next installment where we'll summarize the headlines of today tomorrow.